One moment, please. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Good morning, lover of wolves. How are you? I should probably turn this down a little. Sorry, waking up. Not enough coffee in the universe. I'm good. I am jelly. I feel awesome, actually. I feel reconnected to myself. Just happy. No, I muted it for a moment. Just chill, man. Vibing. Woke up this morning and put on, like meditation music with like a nature background. And ate some chocolate and had some coffee.
I didn't even breathe on it.
You're fine.
I'm sorry, you never know with that thing.
No, you're right.
You could look at it crossways and boom, your mic is like, eh.
But, yeah, a little caffeine.
Candy.
The chocolate has all kinds of goodness in it. Oh, I also had 2 White Castle burgers. I don't usually eat when I first wake up, but that's something like I've been doing recently.
Because you're hungry. Your body needs the calories.
There's nutrients that my body needs, I think. So.
Yeah. Plus with the work that you do.
Yeah, but even then I didn't used to eat first thing in the morning. So honestly, that's a good thing.
I'd make you a gruel, remember?
Hello, Frank. How are you? Yes, I do remember
Grandpa,
the coffee gruel.
Yeah, Grandpa got you. Oh, right too far away? I'm sorry.
Well, no, but it's still hard for the mic to pick you up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I figured you might want to sit next to me. I had so much fun with my wife last night. It's her birthday weekend, so.
I get to go to Fridays later.
Yeah, I was telling Dog Lover about that in the Discord.
Yeah.
And I woke up and saw kittens. The first thing I did is the little white fluffy one was sitting in front of the heater all by herself, just sitting there looking at me.
Yeah, like, will you please pet me, please?
No, just warm. She didn't even walk over to me. She's just like, hi, I'm warm.
Yeah.
No, of course, I picked her up and carried her around for a little bit.
She likes that.
So, it's been a very, very nice morning. I do got to clean up the game room a little.
I have to clean up out here.
We had a party in the game room last night. Again.
It is my birthday weekend.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. But party's got to be put aside now between Labor Day, Halloween party, your birthday party. Party's going to be put away for a little while, probably till, New Year's.
We had a 3-person party, just me, you, and Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
Yeah. Until everybody joined on the Discord, but that wasn't until Mario Kart. So we even had a whole bunch of special guests over for your birthday party for 3 hours.
Yep.
Oh, happy birthmas, Frank says. Good morning, Manny. How are you?
Thank you. My daughter normally says Happy Womb Evacuation Day.
I don't like 13 Ghosts. I like
I
Matthew.
do.
She does. I'm not. I like Matthew Lillard. I just didn't like that movie.
I like the whole thing. I like the lore that they threw in. It's actually pretty smart. Because there is a machine designed by the devil and built by the damned, so to speak.
No, I'm still good. The 13 Ghosts.
Are these for...
That movie made me want to be the 14th ghost.
Are these for, baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't, they're for the tank. We
yeah.
don't use the crown tanks. It's not right now.
I wish I could.
Dog Lover says she sends you birthday weekend hugs.
Oh, thank you very much, sweetie. I give you hugs back. Squish.
If the music is too loud, let me know. I think I might have turned it up a little too much. I'll turn it back down some. But now if it's
a vial of blood?
too quiet, it's supposed to be.
That's cool. Did you do that with your resume?
No, Somber did that.
Oh.
That's a video that he made.
Uh-huh.
Specifically for Blood and Beans.
That's cool.
And I incorporated it into... That's his Locust Lake book. That's his sociopathic mask that he won in the contest.
Oh. Okay. Sorry, sometimes he has to explain things to me because I'm still on the butter churn.
I'm not explaining that this morning.
If you need any explanation,
Awesome. Okay. Music
look
is
it up on
perfect
YouTube.
and relaxing. We did. We had a great party. I'm assuming you're talking about the one that happened yesterday, or are you talking?
Friday.
Or are you talking about the Halloween party? If you're talking about the Halloween party, which actually is more likely because I think I posted about that on my community tab on YouTube. The Halloween party was fantastic.
That was fun.
Lover of Wolves was actually there.
Yeah.
She was at my house. In fact, she was on my Discord, on my account, on my computer, basically being me.
Yep.
It was fun, which is nice because I got to be able to give up control of it for a while. I'm like, yeah, you can be me. I'm going to just go be a completely different me.
And that's when he said, that's when he came in and was like, hi.
I was back and forth. I went in the kitchen with my glove ball and my little beatbox, and I was raving, and I had fun.
I had people in the back.
I mean, it's the stream about nothing, Fuzzy, but technically you're 9 minutes and 12 seconds late.
How dare thee, we was hitting
not a
with
whole
wet
lot.
lasagna doodle.
You're fine. You were socio for the night. Jeez, I was the sicko for the night. A little bit.
Sorry. Why are you calling me Mom?
She pulled the face off. She did pull the face off.
Oh.
I want to take Socio's mask off.
No more drugs for you.
No more drugs for that girl.
She wasn't even on it.
I know. So definitely don't give her any, because she already took my face.
You wake up, you missing an arm, part of a leg.
Hugs are allowed, Manny. I'll take care of the kisses, though.
Mom. What?
I love you guys. You all deserve some heart in the chats. I know, I see the cat.
Oh, he kept saying mom, 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 mom until I picked him up. I have talking cats, people.
That
Dogs,
it is, Frank, that it is.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Now they talk.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk.
I just hit my vape. Oh yeah. Since my last Blood and Beans, I have quit smoking. Yeah, her too. Pockets as well. We have quit smoking.
On my birthday.
So.
My birthday.
You won't be hearing me say, "Oh, I'm just gonna roll another cigarette." Because I have my vape now. Yeah, I've seen Talk to Me. Pockets loves that movie. I had to go
and rewatch it to see why she died, actually, and he missed it.
Here you go. Go ahead, take control.
Because when it first started and she tried it, she held on for 93 seconds. It was a quick shot to the phone. You had to be really watching the entire thing and not blink. So I couldn't figure out when I first saw it in the drive-in why she died the way she died. Yeah, we did. Saw it in the drive-in.
Oh. Whatever.
And then I went back. I was like, "How
we
did
did. It was not
happen?
the movie that we wanted to watch. It was the other movie that was playing.
Yeah, I know. It was Meg too.
Oh yeah, it took you to see Meg too in the drive-in.
Yeah, on a work day, or well, it was a Friday, but he still worked that day. And the man took me to go see Meg 2.
Well, I love you.
In theaters.
And it's a drive-in. I mean, I can just sit in the car and stare out the windshield. It's not all that energy consuming.
No, but still, it's two showings, two movies.
Yeah.
You're up until 2 a.m. or 1.
Honey, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning yesterday, Saturday morning, to go to work.
I got up before
on a Saturday. It was only 4 hours, but on the way to work, and granted, on Friday I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
Partying. And I was like, well, I don't got to get up until like 6:30, so like, because I don't got to be to work till 8.
Meaning I have to
So I was like, and it's supposed to be an easy day. I'm driving into work at 7:30 in the morning. My boss sends me a text. Hey, change of plans. Can you help Jack sand? I'm like,
that's because he knows you're fast. Babe.
Sanding all morning, right next to my boss. No breaks, no sit downs. 4 hours straight. No coffee break, no nothing. Just sanding all day yesterday after like 4 hours of sleep. And then I came home and we partied last night for your birthday until
4:45 in the morning.
About 5 a.m. So I was up for 23 hours.
Didn't act like it.
Nope. Didn't act like it. And I was having fun. I might have had a few drinks and stuff like that. So the fact that I was on my feet, standing, coherent for that long, like, come on.
Especially with
it's pretty awesome. But I got a good night's sleep last night. No night terrors, no waking up in the middle of the night, no waking up to an alarm. Nice, solid, 8? I woke up at like 11:30. So 5:30, 5 o'clock to 11:30, 6.5 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours of just sleep, and that's all. It's perfect for me. Perfect.
See me, I go on 4.
So yeah, I got up this morning, grabbed coffee, grabbed some chocolate, nuked a couple White Castle sliders, and put on lo-fi, meditation.
Sorry,
nature,
I wake up rough.
Background lo-fi.
I am.
You're fine. And yeah. We've actually been talking to Dog Lover basically since I first got up, and then everybody else started rolling in.
You said rolling.
Yes, yada. Did I say that wrong? Yes, yada. Good morning, yes, yada. And if I said that wrong, I am sorry. But how are you? Happy Sunday, and I raise my cup of beans to you. I don't know. I have not played the new one, Frank. Pockets does wake up beautiful. I'll say that. She does not.
Huh?
Pockets doesn't need makeup. She does wake up beautiful. And I've always said that about her too. Which is nice. Because, like, I'm sorry, most girls, they have to put their whole face on. Like, before they get all made up, they look like Prometheus. No hair, no eyebrows. Look like one of the engineers from Prometheus, which, by the way, has a very funny backstory to it. Not involving me, but a very, very funny backstory to it that I'm not going to share on stream.
Now you say every year I get prettier.
You do get prettier. You were very cute when I met you. Sexy. Again, that's a term that I guess I'll use on stream. I'm not going to get into it, but you were hot. But as you've gotten older, you've grown beautiful. You really have. So yeah, you do get prettier and prettier every year. I'm very, very lucky to be with you. I feel very lucky.
Get my sandwich.
Go get your sandwich. I would have made you a sandwich.
I know, it's my Jimmy Dean sandwich. I grabbed 2 yesterday.
Good. Eat your, yes,
I said,
eggs.
fuck it, grab 2.
Eggs.
It's not eggs, it's just sausage and
Oh,
cheese.
whatever. Still, that's fine. I might make eggs later, or maybe I'll grab you a chicken sandwich. You need it.
Go to Fridays. I'm having Jack Daniel's taking chip and a big ass glass of orange juice.
Should also give you anything in dark chocolate.
I've been drinking hot chocolate. Here.
The first weird visual of the day. Okay, so here's the story. I could tell
The
it.
bathroom floor melting on me?
No, I'm talking about where I used to work. There was, I'm not saying it online on stream because that would be slander and I could be sued. But anyways, so the person that worked at this place before me, my predecessor, who was the project coordinator, the one that I replaced, apparently this person, when they went to training, which lasts a week, and like, you know, you party at night and stuff like that with everyone, and well, apparently they were acting all big and bad and thought that they were the shit, and they got really, really drunk, and they ended up sleeping with their counterpart in Scranton. So, and that guy still worked in Scranton. And this girl, like, I did meet her before she left. She is very, very fake. She's one of those people that you could tell, like, she just, her whole hair, eyebrows, everything painted, drawn on. And I guess he told my boss that when he woke up the next morning, the first thing that came to his mind was, oh my god, I slept with an engineer from Prometheus. Because he woke up and she had no hair, no eyebrows, no nothing. And again, when my boss told me this, I laughed very, very hard. So hopefully I've told that story with tact without dropping any names or being anyone slanderous or disgusting and made you smile or laugh. And you also understand now, like, why I said I have a story about that doesn't involve me, but it's funny. I don't know, that's what, every time I see, like, you know, people with, like, they gotta have their eyebrows and their lipstick and their hair, and it's all, like I mean, yeah, everybody has hair, but, like, you know what I mean. Like, some people actually put on their hair because they're not happy with their actual hair. And, I don't know. Like, what a great analogy. Oh. So. The 180 pounds at 6 foot tall? That's funny. Between 165 and 180 at 6 foot? Who told you that? Who's getting these numbers?
You're supposed to be about 200
First off,
pounds.
there's 4 different kinds of body types. And whatever body type you are is actually what weight you should be at for your height. So you got to take that into consideration first.
Well, I can't
Second, you can't always go by that because my doctor, and I was overweight, I was over 200, and he told me, he's like, I'd like to see you down below 180. No, he said 180.
180. I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
And I looked at him and I was
machine.
like, I could lose all the weight you want, but there's no way I'm ever getting down to 180 unless I lose muscle.
Yep.
And since then, I've gained muscle. I've
Yep.
lost a lot of weight, but I've gained a shit ton of muscle.
And you've
so
gotten heavier.
yeah, well, I've gotten heavier, but I
can feel the difference.
I haven't dropped a whole lot of weight. Probably still weigh about 195 pounds. I'll never be below 180. It depends on your body type, and I am not 6 foot tall.
No. Thank God. Not that I mind people that are 6 foot tall, but it's just too hard to marry them. At my height, I gotta put on platform shoes, get a chair, just to hug the person if
Well,
they're over.
I'm
if
glad
they're
to
6
know
foot.
that your deciding factor to marry me was the fact that I'm a midget.
You're not a midget.
Not,
Monica's a midget. You're
I'm
not a
not
midget.
6 foot tall.
No, you're the perfect height.
Can't dig up, Aubrey.
Ew.
You're digging down.
No, I'm not. You're the perfect height.
Can't dig yourself out of a hole. The hole just gets deeper.
You are cuddly like a teddy bear.
Anyways, I'm not 6 foot tall, and I'm never gonna be below 180. I'll probably never be below 190.
Look at your arms.
No, I don't want to look at my arms right now.
No, I mean, meaning that you've gained a lot of muscle.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I've gained a lot of muscle.
No,
You're
you
like,
just go, hey, I got my boobs back.
Not on stream.
I know, but it was really funny when you said it. Because you're like all surprised. Hey, look at this. We're straight and smoking
chair.
a cigarette.
Are you like 3 foot tall, Pockets? No.
5'2".
Pockets is 5'2". So she's not much shorter than I am. She's like 5 inches shorter than me. But I am not a tall man. I'm 5'7".
At least that's what it says on your license.
Leader, what's going on? Happy
Hello.
Sunday.
I'm not sure if you can hear me. I'm kind of still sitting back a little bit because I have to.
And lighter, yeah. I when I tell people how much I weigh, they're usually shocked. But you have to remember, I am built like an X.
Yeah. He's built like a hobbit, actually. You should see his
X
feet.
shape.
His feet
No,
are huge.
I'm built like a hockey player.
Yep, goalie, actually.
I'm built like a hockey
You're built
player.
like a goalie.
5'7". I am built like an X. So, yeah. I'm short, but I'm weighty. Like a little wrecking ball.
Yeah. I saw his dad push him once, and he did not move. He's such a wall.
Yeah, my dad and I were joking around. It wasn't a big deal.
No. But still, you did. It was like not even a weeble wobble, man. You were just like. I never want
love
to
my
play
dad.
you in Twister.
Dad's a good dude. Dad's a hard worker.
Dad's hilarious. He just kept he was walking toward the cabin, and I was outside. I said, "Hi, Dad," and I went to move out of the way. All he does is picks me up and keeps on walking.
3'6". I am not 3'6", you son of a bitch. I am 5'7".
You'll be shorter than my daughter.
3'6". Fuck you.
Monica stopped at 4 foot, what, 8?
Don't know.
I think. She's the little midget. I'm sorry, it's funny seeing Shiloh and her like side by side.
My dad is nice. He's very old school.
He loves to dance.
He grew up in the 50s.
He's awesome.
My parents
Yeah.
were born in the 40s. They grew up in the 50s. So
Dad was a greaser.
my father, my mother have very old school ethics. I grew up with a very 1950s ethic, worldview, without all the racism,
And
which
it's
is
passed
nice.
down to you too. Without the racism.
But yeah, I had a very old school upbringing. I have a very old school view on work and a sense
Life.
of duty. morals, stuff like that. My dad, though, is a good guy, and he's in his 70s now. My parents didn't have me until they were almost 40. So I was born.
My mom was 45.
No, she was in her mid-30s.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, then tell her she's got her.
Anyway.
You may want to tell her she's got her ages wrong, man.
Yeah, she most certainly does. Anyway, had me late. So my brothers are all very much older than me, and I have 3 older brothers, but they're so much older than me. I was basically an only child.
Yeah, well, there's a 10-year age difference between you and Adam, so. See, but I'm kind of happy there's only 4 years age difference between me and my sister.
Yeah, he'll say good. My dad's not rude. He, like I said, 50s, very 50s like mentality. My father would like to just accept everybody. My mother's different.
Oh, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, my mom's still very, very nice to people, and if they're friends of mine, she's very, especially now, she's very willing
she
to
loves Sade.
meet people and stuff like that.
Did he bring his guitar?
But it's not my mom, or it's not my dad that, is a little bit held back. It's my mother. My dad would welcome Jack the Ripper with open arms into his house. Oh, come on in, Jack. How you been?
Need a plate?
My dad's very trusting because he wants to be trusting. He's got a very optimistic outlook on life.
He's reserved a little bit more now.
Mom, not so much.
It's so funny.
He's
His
always
mom
working
didn't know
on
who Rip
something.
was
He's
freaking-
always dog lover. He's always working on something. My
yeah.
dad can build you a house from the ground up. He can do the foundation with the machines and pour all the footings for shit, and he can frame the outside. I mean, he built all those.
He can make you a house.
He built all those cabins around the lake himself, so he can do framing, roofing, insulating, electric work, plumbing. My father he's not just a jack of all trades, he's a master of most of them.
Yep.
But he's been doing it for 50 some odd years.
And even after Dad had his knee replacement,
double knee replacement.
He had double knee replacement.
Double.
He was walking like he had gotten off a horse in 3 days. For I don't know, the 2 times I went up there, and then the 3rd time I went up there, Dad's dancing.
They kept him awake
at the bar.
They kept him awake for that surgery. I know that, but he was awake. He just sat there. He said it felt like they were jackhammering.
Yep.
They don't usually do both knees at once, but he had to go to Jersey to get the surgery, so they were like, well, we'll just do them both.
Yep.
And they did both knees at the same time, and 3 days later, my dad was dancing.
Yep.
On knees that he just had replaced, that he was awake for the surgery for.
All the time, too, now. He's always dancing. If there's music on, Dad's picking up one of us, and we're dancing. Like, okay, I haven't had enough to drink yet for this, but let's go.
They're canines. Wolves and dogs evolved from the same family tree. They both belong to the canine group.
Yep.
Just like we are not monkeys, but we do share a hereditary ancestor with primates.
Okay, well, you also have to remember that.
Oh, that's actually what it is. It's
you can
primates.
compare 50% of our DNA with the bananas, so.
That's because everything on Earth shares DNA. Everything.
That's what I figured. But when they said that, I did actually look it up, and it's true.
I know.
I
We
was
share
like, holy
DNA
shit.
with just about everything on the planet because we're all from Earth.
Oh, it was from Zoo. Don't roll your eyes. It's a perfectly acceptable show.
My dad, my dad is one of the toughest sons of bitches I've ever met. And dude's almost 80. And I wouldn't even hesitate to tell you he would kick my ass right now.
Yeah.
If we got into a fight, my 80-year-old father would whoop my fucking ass.
He doesn't even look like he's 80.
He's a tough son of a bitch.
Yep.
He's the toughest son of a bitch I've ever met.
He was so sweet when I had my cancer. He got me a crucifix. He went to church every Sunday. I gave him my dad's dad blanket. after my dad died. Kind of adopted him.
He's master of most, yeah.
I've seen this man put up a zip line, and he's like, no, I'm gonna test it out first.
In the 70s.
Like, my dad wouldn't even do that. He sent one of us kids up to fucking do it.
In the 70s.
And he's like, nope, I'm gonna do it so I know it's safe for everybody else. And there goes Dad. Zoom, splash.
Mm-hmm.
It works. That was so funny. Just pops his head out. It works. No shit, Dad, we just saw you. It's still set up.
Yeah, I don't think I could ever eat dog.
They do in China.
I mean...
2 trucks got stopped and seized.
I don't know.
Before they got...
I think I'd try people before I would try dog.
And that's sad. That, actually, no, it's not, but...
There already is a zip line at the camp.
Yep,
It goes right over Locust Lake.
Yeah.
It goes right over top of it.
It starts at the bar.
Yeah, there's a ladder at the bar.
That's how he got on the roof.
Yeah, I know that. And you got to climb up on the ladder to get up on the roof, and then up top there's the zip line, and you hang on to the zip line and zip right across the lake. And then you got to drop in before you go across the other side and hit a tree.
No, you hit the birdhouse with the cameras in it, because now he's got that set up like right there. I would not want to hit that. It would probably be like a cartoon character. Ting.
But yeah, there's a zip line.
And I'm too light enough for it to take me all the way down. So that's gonna push me.
Well, I'll tell you, when I tried it, now granted I was working in an office, and I was covered with pizza boxes, and I went to climb up on it, and I did. I was, dude. I was
You were covered
buried.
in pizzas, okay?
I was buried. I was a heavy gig. When I went down that zip line, that's why I only did it once. I only did it once because I almost couldn't hold on.
Really?
Yeah, I was too heavy. My arms were too weak.
I was doing a chin
And I
up.
almost fucking slipped right off. Now I think I'd be fine. Because I've gone back to work construction. I've lost all that weight and I've replaced a lot of it with muscle.
It's funny, you go work with construction, I go start doing lawns, and we both lose weight.
Yeah.
My TikTok leggings are too big.
Yeah, pizza box armor. It's called dough.
He opened, when we went to clean out the closet, we opened the closet door, and it was just like a cascade.
I
of
worked
pizza boxes.
construction for 15 years. And again, with my father. My father's a tough son of a bitch. And when you work with Dad, like Dad...
You gotta go fast.
I was picking up, because he told me, he's like, there's screws all over the floor in there. He goes, go pick them up. So I'm picking up screws and putting them in the box, and while I'm doing that, I'm talking to my brother Adam. And I don't hear you picking up screws. Like, you can't hear somebody pick up fucking screws.
Especially him,
But,
because
like,
he's never at a post.
He was always pushing. I remember him telling me, like, one day, he's like, oh, you did pretty good today, but, yeah, I was like, Dad, I'm keeping up with 6 carpenters. I said, I'm doing faster than everybody else on the job, and I'm an apprentice.
Do better.
And he goes, you need to do better. You're my son. You're supposed to be doing more than everybody else. Yep. Like, he had no sympathy, man. I once put a nail through my hand when we were working on the shed together, and I showed him. I'm like, Dad, he threw me an old rag from inside the shed. Old, paint-covered, whatever else covered rag and a roll of duct tape. He said, here,
like my father.
Called me a little girl, told me to wrap it up and get back to work.
My dad was just pissed because I got blood on the concrete.
And he wasn't, like, abusive. Don't get me wrong. Like, my dad didn't hit, he didn't yell, he didn't swear. But when we were working, like, work was work.
Yep.
There was nothing about it. If I was going to miss work when we were working together, like, if I woke up didn't feel good, I was still going to work.
Yep.
I was still going in with him, and that was in my 20s.
That's why
I was an adult. I was going to work.
Too.
That's why I go to work sick now, because I learned. You don't stay home when you're sick. You go to work and you do your best and you make the money. You stay home when you feel good and you want a day off. And you've earned the money and you can do it guilt-free. You don't stay home sick. If I woke up and threw up on my father's work boot, then he might tell me to stay home. Beyond that, my old man would push me to go. That's what he would tell me.
Move slow.
That's what he would tell me if I woke up sick. He would just take your time. Do what you can today.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do that then, I guess. And it still wasn't a fun day at work, man. It still sucked. But I was making money.
Yeah.
He taught me if it wasn't for that kind of determination. See, when I was going to work construction, when Dad basically retired and I had to go work someplace else, I got into college, worked 40 hours a week construction, and went to school full time. And I didn't miss.
And kids.
And I took care of her, and I took care of children. I didn't miss time from work. I didn't miss time from school. I got a bachelor's degree. I got a master's degree. Like, I just kept doing
there was
shit.
A couple
and
times
if it
you're
wasn't,
like, I wanted to quit. I'm like, no, you're not.
If it wasn't for working with my father for like 15 to 17 years and having that
drive,
almost like construction boot camp mentality. Like, I got broken down and rebuilt into something else. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have been able to do all this shit. Even now with like the YouTube channel and stuff, it takes a lot of determination to just keep writing and narrating and editing for 10 years. It's a lot of it comes from my work ethics, and that comes from my father. Yeah, he was a tough son of a bitch. Yeah, sometimes it did not like working for him. But you look back now, or I do anyway, and I wouldn't miss a day.
Basically quality time with your dad, too.
No, and I got to know my father, and I got to see, I just thought he was a dick for a while, but I came to learn Dad did get sick. Dad felt pain. Dad did get tired. But that's what it took for him to keep going and provide a house and a life for my mother and my brothers and me.
My grandmother always said, like,
my mom didn't work.
You have to, like, have the willpower.
You've seen Dog Lover Somber. I mean, you guys have been to my family's land. That land, the house down at the bottom of the driveway, all that stuff. That was my father working. No one else. Just Dad. Construction. He paid for all that.
Yep.
And he worked out of town to do it.
Yeah.
He just paid for it so everybody else could enjoy it.
Yep.
And he stayed out of town and worked for it.
For a lot of years.
35 years, 39 years, something like that. About 40 years. Out of town. Worked out of town. Came home most weekends.
That's part of what the blanket says that I gave him. I think that's why he liked it so much.
And again, I see, that's what I thought. Like, Dad's just but he's not.
He was working.
He was showing me how to push through that pain. What it's going to take to do stuff. And again, I got out of construction to go sit in an office. I had that. When I ate with Dad, man, you had like 5 minutes to eat if you wanted to go smoke a cigarette. So like every meal I had when I worked with Dad, like I just inhaled. Boom, gone. And I also ate a lot. Like, I worked so hard, I could sit down and eat a full freaking pizza, and it wouldn't do anything to me except satisfy my hunger for a while. So when I went to go work in an office, see, my eating habits didn't change. I sat at a desk, and I hired people all day, but, like, I could still go home and eat a full pizza. I would have nice, big lunches and shit like that. And after 3-4 years, you start losing muscle and you start gaining weight, and it was really, really hard for me to change my eating habits, which I really didn't start doing until the beginning of this past year. I had to go on a diet and cut this out, cut that out, and then in June I went back to work construction, and I lost 6 belt notches between June and July. Like melted ice cream, it all came right off. So I feel really good. I look like I'm 25 years old again. And I'm happy. Like, I get to do what I love. I went back to work working with my hands. And even though I have, college degrees and stuff like that, I was a little like, well, then why was it even worth it? But like, yeah, I could go work in an office anytime now. I got 7 years experience, and technically I'm a subcontractor. I'm a 1099 employee. So I own my own business. So all this stuff looks great on a resume. I could go work in an office. I could go work at a gas station. I could go work. I have experience doing just about anything. I could go work in a warehouse.
Speaking of that,
and I can go work taping. And that's what my dad taught me, is that every time I need money, every time I'm in trouble, and this has been the same throughout my whole life. Whenever I even tried to get out of taping, if I did for like a year or two, I always went back to it, because every time I was in trouble and I had no place else to turn, I'd go back to drywall.
Yep.
I will use my him to go back to drywall, and I can.
He's so much happier.
Make the money I need to make what I need happen.
And you're happier.
And that's what I've done now, and I'm. Yes, I am
My
much.
My husband doesn't come home a dick. Huh.
I am. No, I come home tired.
No, you come home happy though, even though you're tired. You're still happy to see us. You have a smile on your face when you look at us. It's not like you come home and you're like.
I mean, leader, you can only push yourself so much. So
yeah, don't get motto.
Remember to be kind to yourself too. Charity starts at home. So you gotta make.
Starts with self.
You gotta learn to like reflect. And even when I was going to college, basically you do all this stuff for school. You also need time for fun. Yep. If you need to sit down and make a schedule and time management that shit in. Time to go out and have fun. Don't think all I'm saying is all you do is work. When it's time to work. And work it hard, baby. And go home feeling like you earned whatever money you made and maybe even some more. But when it's time to play. And play hard. Don't play stupid. Don't go out and kill yourself. Please. Stay at home. Probably the best option. Be smart about everything you do. Research everything that you do. But work hard and play hard. Take time to think. Be easy on yourself. Remember, charity starts at home. My very first college course when I got in for my bachelor's degree. The very first course. Time Management 101. And it's probably been the most beneficial college course I've ever taken. It's how I'm able to do everything that I do. I don't know yet. Not right now. I mean, even if you need help with time management, I believe there's free courses and stuff that you can get online. But time management is huge. It's huge. If you can schedule time for things, then you'll know that everything has time to be hit, right? And you always got something to do and something. All right, well, I know I have to get this done. Now, the great thing about time management, and this is what I loved about it, is in that you still schedule in free time. You don't unschedule free time. You don't use anything else as free time. In your schedule, you schedule in your free time. But let's say you allot yourself an hour to do something and it takes you 45 minutes. Well, get started on the next thing 15 minutes earlier. What happens if the next thing was supposed to take you 2 hours and it only took you 1? Get started on the next thing earlier. And if you do that, eventually you start building time. You start saving time. So you end up with your allotted free time, but you also end up, well, geez, I got these tasks done ahead of time and I saved all this time. Now I have another 4-hour block of time. I ain't got to do nothing. And you use that as well because it's earned. You give yourself rewards.
Yep.
That's like my favorite thing about time management.
That's why I get all my housework done at 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, most of it.
Well, I'll say this, lover of wolves. I know you and I have discussed in the past that you want to go to college. College isn't like high school. It's not, you're not going to have a professor saying, where's your homework? You're not going to have a professor saying, do you need help? Do you need a tutor? You're not, they're going to give you the information. How you learn it, where you learn it, who you learn it with, that is all up to you. If you learn it, if you show up for the course, if you don't show up, it's if you do the makeup work. That's college, especially with online college, which is what I did. There's no, and I did it for 7 years. There's no one there to like, yo, it's time to go to school. Why are you missing days? Like, you have to be self-motivated, and nobody can give you that. That's not a course that you can take. You've got to find that motivation within you to follow through. And for college, that's going to be very, very, very important. If you don't have that drive to follow through, that kind of motivation, college is going to be a waste of money because you have to pay for it before you go. So just be aware. Motivation and determination are key. But life has a way of kicking you down to a point where it gives you the determination that you need. So, and I think that's where mine comes from, that and my work ethic, working with my dad. But I've also been through some shit. I've been down and out more times than I can count. And like I said, when you've hit rock bottom, or damn close to it, it really lights that fire under your ass that you need to motivate yourself. And maybe having kids was a big help too. You know, looking at these little girls' faces and, you know, what am I going to do? Not go to college? Not do good? Not show them that an education is important? Everybody used to say to me, I don't know where you get your determination from. And my first response would be to show them a picture of Shiloh. That's how. So I think wife, children, family has been a really big help for me as well. But however you get that motivation, support group is also important. Have a support group that's going to help you. Support groups are key. Well, yeah, I understand that, but not just children, but like your mom, she's excellent support for you, and I imagine the rest of your family is too. That is also a very good support group. You want a group of people to, like, you know, not do the work for you, but like give you reinforcement, like, hey, no, you're doing a good job, like, keep going. No, we understand that you can't come out tonight. No, you should stay home and do your homework. Listen, when you have free time tomorrow, we'll all just come over then. Like, that's a support group. Now, another trick I use, and I do this at work too. When I go in the morning, like, I'm afraid of heights for one. Or if there's a place that's like really cold, there's no heat. Or if I'm sanding, I'm going to stick sand to all the ceilings first, which is really hard on my arms. And the reason I do this is because I accomplish my hardest task first. And that can be a little bit daunting. And I didn't even know this was a thing, but it's actually, there's a book on it. It's called Eat That Frog. Where you wake up in the morning, and if you have a daunting task, what happens is a lot of times you put off the big one, the one you don't want to do. and you put it off, and you do all the little ones all day, and then eventually you just don't get to the big one, the one that takes the most time, the one that's the most daunting, and then it gets put off till tomorrow, and then you spend all your time worrying about this big task. It's always on your mind because it's always on the horizon, something that needs to get done, something you don't want to do. The first thing you should do every day, find your hardest task, locate your largest challenge, and get that done first. Then it's all downhill from there. Your day just gets easier and easier and easier. That's something that has worked well for me, and I didn't get it from this book. It was something I was actually talking to a coworker when I was working at an energy company that installed electric vehicle chargers. I was a project manager, and one of my coworkers, who was an electrician, he used to be a construction worker too, actually. And we were talking back and forth, and he's like, "There's a book on that. It's called Eat That Frog." And I was like, "Really?" And it's on YouTube. It's like 2.5 hours long. But yeah, it's a decent book. And it's basically just what I do anyway. All I do is just like, oh, okay, so this is what I'm doing, and this is why it works. Always accomplish your hardest task first. You are very welcome. If you start doing that, you'll find out that your days are a lot less stressful. You don't have to worry about that big task looming over your head all day.
That's what I do.
You'll find out that you feel more accomplished.
Yep. You feel proud of yourself.
You feel proud. You feel...
And you're actually getting endorphins out of what you're doing.
Yeah. It sets a really good tone for your whole day.
Yep.
And again, I know it's like, oh man, but now he's telling me to do the hard shit first. Yeah, I am. But it's extremely beneficial.
Let's warm up the house the old-fashioned. Save some money here.
And I'm going to end the stream in about 7 minutes. That way I can take a shower and get ready to take my family out to... Well, I'm not going to go to dinner yet, right? It's 2 o'clock, but I do got to clean up the game room and stuff like that.
You gotta get orange juice.
Relax, man. Oh. Orange juice. I know.
Hey, at least I'm asking for something healthy.
So, today's been motivational beans. I was not planning on waking up and being a motivational speaker.
You always are, though.
Now I feel like my brain is working properly today.
Because you got rest.
I got rest, and I have a clear mindset. I feel good. This is good.
You had decent uninterrupted therapy.
I have not had any either. Her and I could probably both use the vitamin C for the serotonin benefit.
I'm eating my turkey and Hunger Man right now.
I wasn't trying to, leader. Honestly, I mean, if you were hanging out with me last night, you'd be thinking, my God, why is this man giving any kind of advice today?
I'm laughing because it's...
Dude, I was so outer spaced out last night, man. I should have been wearing a damn spacesuit in the game room. Helmet, puffy fucking suit, everything. Spaceman. Had a lot of fun though.
Yes, we did. It was a very enjoyable birthday weekend.
Yeah, I'm glad you had fun for your birthday weekend. Oh, good, you had turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That's
I
perfect.
just told you I'm making my turkey Hungry Man. That's why I wanted to know we were going out to eat.
Not yet.
No shit.
Yeah, I guess so. Sometimes it is the people you least expect. I mean, well, in my defense, I'm like a whole bunch of people all rolled into one. And I joke around, there isn't like any split personalities, like I'm always just me. But I do realize, like, there's the part of me that went to college, and then there's the part of me that parties like a rock star. And then there's the part of me that works really, really hard. And these are all like different aspects of myself.
Yep.
They're not different personalities. They're just, I don't know, man. I could fit in with.
You're a chameleon.
Yep, chameleon. Could
just like your wife.
Go sit with
white chocolate.
Actually, it's cream.
Ugh.
It's white cream, not chocolate.
Yuck.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Of course, the other day I put on.
you really wouldn't have been too far off last night, was he? That's a pretty accurate visual. Oh, Leader says happy birthday.
Thank you.
That's absolutely right, Leader. You can always help others. Just remember, like I said, charity always starts at home. Like I was talking to my neighbor last night. Now, I don't want to get into details about how the conversation started or anything like that, but I told him, I said, listen, I said, forgiving other people is really hard. It is, but you can do it. I said, but the hardest thing is learning to forgive yourself. It's not easy, but it's super important, because if you can't forgive yourself, how are you ever going to try to be the best version of yourself? Because you're going to fail at it. You're going to fail over and over and over and over again. But you can't spend your life hating yourself for it, or you're just going to stop trying. And that's, I think, the pitfall that most people fall into. I don't think people stop being good because they don't want to be good. I think
she's talking to her babies
from the bar, and they can't get up there. So if you could go.
Yes, I will go do it.
No, she's fine now.
She's also a loud mouth.
Yes, she is.
Don't throw it.
There.
You scared my dog.
That was the whole point. I wanted to scare him toward the cat.
Why? She beats up the dog.
Yeah, I know you heard it, Kitty. All this cat does is she's a mouth with a tail.
Yeah, she talks.
A mouth.
They all talk to me. It's not my freaking fault. I'm like the Pied Piper of fucking cat.
It was fuzzy. Yes, there's many mews.
5 now!
Mine, though, is usually quiet. He's a big old
bullshit.
Panther cat. I
Him
said,
walking up and down the
usually, I said.
hallway. Meow, meow, meow. I said, he's looking for you.
I didn't mean to scare him. It was a joke, dog lover. I waved, didn't even throw it. I just waved Pocket's hat in the air. And it scared Eastwood and he jumped. It was not intentional.
So anything fast,
Great.
even with his cataracts.
Everybody thinks I'm animal abusive
He's
now.
not. He loves Eastwood. Like, there were so many times where, like, Eastwood, I'm getting
First thing I did this morning was come out here and pick up a fluff ball off the floor. I was like, "Aw, good morning, kitty."
Yeah, I have stuffing and taters.
Love animals, yes. There are times I tell them to shut up. But
Yeah, we have 5 cats now, including the new kitten.
I have kids too. And there has been times I love them and I told them to shut up.
Yeah, I don't sometimes because I just have a chemical in my head that blocks them out. I think that comes with motherhood. What? It kicks in as soon as you give birth to the baby.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that most people they don't give up on the world. I think most people give up on themselves.
Yep. Yes, I was just going to say that they give up on themselves.
Because they fail to be that best version of themselves
They don't
every
know how.
day.
Not many people know how.
Even if it doesn't matter. The point isn't to be that best version. Don't be perfect.
You can't
Nobody's
be
perfect. The point is to try.
Yep.
And you have to, in order to do that, you have to be willing to fail every day and
learn.
accept that every day.
Yep.
Accept yourself
Make
for
sure
it
you're able to take constructive criticism
and
too.
move forward and just try to do better tomorrow. And it's the person that puts in that effort that I think is the good person. But that effort takes self-forgiveness, and that is not easy. And I don't condemn people because they find it hard to forgive themselves. It's not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
But that's why personal reflection and recreation are also so important. Again,
You go put a tire swing up in the field.
college has not helped me out financially, but it has very much helped me in my head.
And mine.
Even when I am human and I have my bad days, I am still capable of managing myself.
And I'm still there to catch you.
I appreciate that, but I'm just saying, like,
Everybody has their bad
when I was 25, 24 and I had my bad days, there was no managing myself.
No, you were an asshole.
Or I was just off the walls, or I was really sad, or really just an asshole. Again,
Oh, that
I
came out
learned.
like really bad. I'm sorry. I did not mean to sound
No,
like
that's
that.
fine. You called me an asshole live in front of everybody. It's
No,
cool.
I said you were. You're not now.
You're not now. I never was an asshole.
But yes, when you were working for the companies, I was begging, please go back to taping.
I wasn't mad at you. I was just coming home frustrated because people don't want to go to work. People don't do what they say they're going to do. You called 200 people to schedule 30 interviews. 15 of them show up. 6 of them are qualified candidates. 3 can't pass a drug test. 1 lied about their background check. And the other 2 you line up with interviews. 1 blows you off, doesn't show up, and the other one found a job before you could get him out there.
Don't
The
worry.
whole thing was a wasted fucking effort.
Don't forget the person who showed up in bunny slippers.
I know, yeah, and that's what you deal with. People showing up with bunny slippers, and people's wives not being allowing you to interview their husbands alone in a room, and people saying they have a vehicle and show up on a bike with their girlfriend on the handlebars. Like,
Uh-huh.
you heard it here first. Pockets called Sab. Yeah, a word. You called Sab a word. An asshole. Wasn't an asshole. If I was, Sean A. wouldn't have been friends with me. You've heard all my stories of my buddies and stuff too. I've always been.
He did not have to live with you.
What I didn't have was that self-forgiveness for a while.
Uh-uh.
I always tried to be a good person, but I also had a lot of self-hate that I've had to learn to let go.
And you know what? You're doing a very good job. But it's a tough road. I know this. This is something I've been down.
Okay. I hope so, because like I got over this a long time ago.
I know. But
This
I
isn't
mean,
a new revelation.
I know, but if you still need somebody to talk to or that, I am still here with a biased mind.
But college helped me out more than it helped me personally
And you helped
than
me
it
through it
has
too.
anything else. It's helped me really manage myself and help me become who I am. So. Oh no, you guys are, you're fine. But I guess on the point of me being an asshole, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.
Stop it!
That was a
I don't
joke.
think you're an asshole now.
I had to circle back to it anyway, so I mean, it's not like that's what we're ending the stream at. It was just supposed to be funny. I love.
Okay. I thought I made you.
I love you guys, and I think you're all awesome people as well. Thank you very much, Dog Lover.
Love you guys.
Please enjoy your day, enjoy your Sunday. Good things to come. I am working on a new Memory Man update for you all. Yeah, that is what it is, and I'm also working on the next Confronting Evil. Both of them are narrated. I just have to get them pieced together. And put up. So those will be coming the next 2 weeks. I wanted Confronting Evil to come this weekend. It's just going to depend on if I can get it done or not. If not, the Memory Man update will be this weekend, and Confronting Evil will be the last weekend in November. I think it's the last weekend, right? Yeah. Yep. Oh my God, Thanksgiving's next week?
Yep. We have to pick up our basket. I made sure there were no carrots in that.
I think I'm going to take that Friday off, too.
What?
Black Friday.
For Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go into work on Friday.
Because Shiloh's got off, too,
I'm going to probably take it off. I don't miss days at work. I don't think Chris is going to care.
Oh, excuse me. I don't think you would either.
Money's going to be a thing, but it's fine.
Well, no, don't let that be a thing. Make it up on Saturday.
I'm not going in on Saturday either. I won't be going to work until the following fucking Monday. Take some time off and play some video games. I haven't done that in a while. It sounds like fun. I'm gonna make it happen. So, I love you guys. Please have a fantastic day out there. Please, yes, please be safe. That's what I was getting at.
You are all precious cargo.
Yeah, and my wife tells me that all the time because that's what I say. Yeah, you are all. Whenever you go somewhere, remember you are carrying precious cargo with you, which is yourself, because I love you. So please be safe out there. Yes, we love you. I'm speaking for myself.
I have a mouthful of food. You have to gotta help me out.
Have a great day. Hope to see you this coming weekend at the premiere. And until then, above all else, stay creepy. Bye, people.
Bye-bye.